absolutely crazy to think that 2 years ago today, I went viral on the internet for having $65,000 of credit card debt. It's crazy for a couple different reasons. The first reason is that it felt like it was 50 years ago that happened, but at the same time, it also felt like it was yesterday that it happened because I don't know, like time is weird, especially when you're going viral for something that's so polarizing. I would say like 90% of the people were actually pretty supportive. In that 90%, it was some tough love, people being like, you're an idiot, get your act together, and like, let's do it, girl, like you can do it. And then also people being like, oh my God, you're motivating me to like get an emergency fund. Like I'm learning through you, or like, I also have a ton of debt. Like, let's do it together. Like I love watching your journey. At the same time, it was like 10% of people being like, you're ugly. Like, what? Being like, you're a bad mom. You're a bad wife. Your husband should divorce you. I'm like, what? What? One of the biggest things that I learned is to not respond to hate comments. For the longest time, people would attack me in my comments and I would go back and back and back with them. But here's the thing. If you're in that 10% troll hater, you have nothing else going on in your life besides to just send terrible comments to people and bully and harass people on the internet. And I have a life that fulfills me. And so like, I don't have the time to like keep going tit for tat for people. And I found myself spiraling. Like I would send this hate comment back to them. And then all of a sudden I get a paragraph or like a Reddit thread about what a terrible person I am. And I just don't have that time to dedicate to hating my haters. So what I do now is I block them. Like I get a little hate comment and I block right away. I will even tell you that if I see somebody write a hate comment on somebody else's post, I will block them from that post. It has nothing to do with me, but if you are willing to come on this internet and say something rude about somebody else you don't know, blocked. I don't want to be around that negativity. I also learned to stop watching the clip farmers. There's a lot of people that make content about other people's content because they can't make their own original content. So what they do is they take people's viral moments and they put it behind them and they talk about the person and they clip it up and they have their audience say terrible things about this person. The audience has no idea the full story and that person just comments on this person. And if you send me a link to these people, these YouTubers, these content creators, I appreciate you doing that. But after the first week, I stopped watching them because I like could not handle other people commenting about me and my life. I'm like, I'm not interested in your opinion of me. I actually don't know who you are, so why would I listen to anything you have to say about me? You don't know me, so why do I care? Learning to protect my peace and stop being in the comments at a certain point. I remember I was crying myself to sleep every day for the first 2 weeks, and my husband eventually was like, I will take your phone away from you. Like we cannot do this anymore because these people don't know you and don't know your tenacity and don't know your character, and like, why are you letting it affect you? And I'm so grateful for him because he literally took the phone away from me, and like my good friends were like, we got to stop with this. So I'm grateful for that. And also I'm grateful at the same time because we have just been carrying this debt over and just like refinancing it, and be like, oh, we can afford the payment. But once we stopped doing that and we locked in, and I had this group of people that thought I was an idiot and couldn't do it, I wanted to prove them wrong. So I did, and we paid off $65,000 of credit card debt within a year. And then year 2, we built a 3-month emergency fund. And now I'm kind of between the place of like, do I want to build it to a 6-month emergency fund? Do I want to pay off a student loan that we have? I just can't decide, but like, we got our money in control. And to that 10% of people that thought that I couldn't do it, that we were idiot, like, you're welcome. You're welcome. You can't see this anyways because I blocked you, but just wanted to give you a little update. Okay, love you.